Hello friends, I hope you all are safe at your home with your parents. I welcome you all in this video lecture. And in previous lecture we have learned about the duties of the company secretary with respect to a share allotment. What kind of duties should be performed by the secretary? That particular provisions and norms we have learned in the previous lecture. Now, on this lecture, we are going to learn about the share call. Means how can company call the share amount on the issued share or allotted share. Now, share call. When a company issues share, it may call the face value of the share in installment instead of a single payment of a total amount to be called on application. See, when company issue any kind of share, and that time whatever face value should be call in a installment instead of a single payment, and it that particular is called an application. Thus call on share means the amount payable for the shares called up by the company. See, whatever amount you call on the share that you have to compulsorily paid, that is known as the share called by the company. When a person make an application to purchase share and pays application money, he is responsible to pay the balance amount at the time of the share allotment and on calls. See, whatever installment has made at that time compulsorily, all the shareholders are liable to pay the balance amount which are remain on the share call. That is that is the responsibility of every shareholder, that they have to compulsorily paid whatever amount should call at the time of the allotment as well as the call. Call on share means the amount called up by the company from shareholder on a shares for not fully paid up. See, calls on share means the amount called by the company from shareholder on share not fully paid up. See, whatever amount should be called, that is the only for the not paid calls, not for a single person company, not a fully paid up share capital. It is responsibility of shareholder to pay the amount of call on shares when called up by the company in accordance to the provision of the articles. Means it is the responsibility of the shareholder that they have to compulsorily pay the full amount or the call amount whichever timely called by the company as per the provision of the articles of association. If such shares are on joint, not individual name, the responsibility to pay the call it is held jointly. Means whenever any shareholder have purchased the share on joint name, at that time it is the responsibility of the both the person that they have to compulsorily paid that particular so much amount called by the company. Now the provision of the Companies Act regarding share call. What is the rules and regulations are there? First one is that there should be a provision in articles of association to make call on share. First of all, you have to compulsorily check that rules and regulations are mentioned in articles of association of the company or not. If it is there, at that time it may be call. Call on the same class of the share must be uniform without any bias. Means any without any bias you have to compulsorily call the amount, whether it is held by the director or held by a single employee. A resolution must be passed in the meeting of the board of directors before making call. While you are making call, at that time before making call, it is necessity that you have to pass the resolution in the board meeting that you want to call the share amount. Demand notice of share call must indicate the amount of the call, time limit, place of the payment of calls, dates, etc. In demand notice, you have to show A to Z detail like amount of call, time limit, and place of the payment, where the payment should be accepted, date, etc. should be mentioned in the demand notice. Share transfer and voting rights of the member can be suspended till the call money is paid. See, every rights of the shareholder ceases while the share call procedure should not be completed. Amount of call on share received is deposited with a bank by opening a share call account. See, specifically you have to open a share call account in a bank separately so that the amount of the share call can be deposited. There should be an interval of at least 1 month between the payment of two installments. Means before two installment there is a gap between 1 month is must. The company can charge interest on call amount not received in prescribed time limit. See, the company can charge the interest on the call of not paid of the particular person. The company is required to follow. However, director may waive such interest partly or fully. Sometimes director can waive this interest partly or fully. Now the procedure of the making of the share call. What is the procedure should be followed? The company can make call on share by observing the statutory provision and provision of the articles. First of all, they have to check whether the rules and regulations are mentioned in articles as well as the Companies Act or not. For this purpose, the company is required to follow the certain procedure as under. Before making a share call, you have to follow the specific procedure. First one is the resolution regarding the share call. A resolution for making call is required to be passed in the meeting of the board of directors. First of all, resolution should be passed while making a call on a share. The resolution should contain information about the amount of call per share and the last date of the payment. Means the resolution should be passed about the share call and the last date should be mentioned in the resolution. Next one is the closure of the register of members. The register of member and the register of share transfer is kept closed for some days for the preparation of the list of the members and for the sending the notice of the call to the share. See, company have prepared a register of members that shows the who are the members of the company. But while making a share call, that particular register should be kept closed for some days so that the list can be prepared properly. Notice should be given in newspaper 7 days before the closure of the register of members and register of share transfer. See, both the registers should be kept closed, and when you are closing that particular register, before 7 days ago you have to advertise that the register of member and register of share transfer should be kept closed. Next one is the preparation of the list of calls on share. A call list is prepared after closing the register of members, which contains the following detail. See, the register of members should be kept closed and the list should be prepared, and which detail are compulsorily make in the share call. First one is the name and address of the member. First of all, you have to mention the name as well as the address of the member. Number of share, how much share held by that particular person. Amount of call, what amount should be paid. Amount of call in advance, if any. Whatever amount should be paid in advance. If it is possible, then you have to mention it. Amount payable by the member. Net amount should be mentioned. Date by which the payment has to be made. Last date you have to mention. Next one is the information to the bank. Once the call is ready, secretary sends a copy of the list to the banker of the company. First of all, once list is prepared, the same list should be sent to the banker of the company. It is also intimated to the bank to collect the call money on behalf of the company and credit the same, the share call amount. The bank should be instructed by the particular person and by the secretary that the share call amount should be compulsorily credited in share call account. Send notice. A letter informing the amount of the call to be paid is sent to the every member by the registered post after preparation of the list of a call on share. See, every member has sent a notice with the help of the registered post. This letter is called the notice for the call. The notice must reach the member before 14 days before the prescribed date of the payment of the call. Means whenever you call, notice should be sent to particular person, and that particular notice should be reached by the person before 14 days ago, that the work should be call and money should be paid on timely. Payment of call on share. Shareholder pay the amount of the call to the bank within a 14 days of the receipt of the notice of the share call. Means company bank will collect the amount the said person by the company. Bank credits the call money received to the account of call on shares and retain the pay in slip and returns the notice and the receipt to the shareholder. When the bank receives the amount at that time, bank retains the pay slip and returns the notice and the receipt for the same, that that particular person had paid the share call amount. Bank sends the pay slip to the company. Now however the whatever slips received by the bank should be sent to the company. Recording call money received in call list. The secretary records the call received in the register of members. On the basis of the pay slip, prepares a list of calls not received. Then after secretary receives all the pay slip sent by the bank and make the entries for the same. The list is then presented to the board of directors for the further action. Then after the list of the persons who have not paid the share call amount should be prepared by the secretary and sent to the board of directors for the further action. Now, duties of the secretary regarding share call: verifying the procedures in the articles of the company regarding making call. First of all, secretary has to check that the rules and regulations are mentioned in the company act as well as in articles of association or not, to get the resolution for making call passed in the meeting of the board of directors. Then they have to pass same list resolution should be passed in the meeting of board of director. Issuing notice in the 7 days before the closure of the register of member and register of share transfer before making call. Both the register should be kept closed, and before closing that particular register 7 days ago, that you have to make an advertisement in the newspaper that the register of members as well as the register of transfer should be kept closed. Preparing a list of members who calls are in arrears and send the notice to each such shareholder. Then the list should be prepared and then the notice should be paid for the same. Opening a bank account for the collecting amount of the call on share. A specific account should be open for the receiving the call amount. Making note of a call money received in the register of member based on the pay in slip and preparing the list of the members from whom call money is not received and presenting the same before the board of directors. Means the register of members should be kept closed and the list should be prepared, and the whatever amount should not be paid by the particular person should be presented before the board of directors. Now the share forfeiture. Share on which call money is not received are forfeited by the company. See, whenever the amount of the share call is not received by the company, at that time company forcefully take back the shares from that particular person, that is known as the share forfeiture. Amount forfeited on share on which call money not received is known as the share forfeiture. Whatever amount should be paid before the share call are forfeited in the procedure of the share forfeiture. Definition: share forfeiture is process by which the directors of the company cancels the membership of the shareholder and remove the name of the shareholder from the list of member on non-receipt of the call money as asked by the company in accordance with the statutory procedure laid down in the articles of the company. In the articles of the Company Act, whenever the call amount received call by the company but it is not fully paid up or not received, at that time the director can cancels the right for the same and cancel the membership of the person, that the person is not liable to continue as a shareholder in the company. Share forfeiture is a disciplinary action taken by the directors against not payment. Articles of the company must authorize for the forfeiture of share. Means company's share forfeiture procedure is a disciplinary action for the non-payment, but it is the one kind of authorized by the in the company's act as well as the articles of the association. Now the procedure of the share forfeiture. What should be the procedure should be followed in the share forfeiture? Procedure of share forfeiture is given in articles of the company. The steps of the procedure are as under. What procedure should be followed, and we have to learn it, that the specific procedure should be followed. First of all, preparing the list of the calls in arrears. The secretary prepares a list of calls on shares not paid by the shareholders on the basis of the pay-in slip received from the bank. After collecting the pay-in slip from the bank, secretary prepares a list for the same that who had not paid the share call amount. Next one is the presenting the list of calls in arrears before the board of directors. Once the list of calls in arrears is prepared, it is presented before the board of directors for the further discussion and for taking the decision on the share forfeiture. After the preparing the list of the calls in arrears that who had not paid the share call amount, that particular list is presented before the board of directors for the further action that they want to uh, forfeit the amount of that particular person. Sending the reminder to the members. Reminder are sent of those members who have not paid the call money within a prescribed time limit, and they are intimated to pay the amount of calls in arrears including the interest within the time limit now prescribed. First of all, before taking this action, company sends a reminder notice that that particular person has to pay such amount with the interest within a prescribed time limit. Sending the final reminder. If no response of the first reminder is received, a final reminder is sent through the registered post, and such member are intimated to pay the due amount including the interest within a 14 days of the receipt of the final reminder. Then company sends the final reminder. If no response of the first reminder received by the company, at that time company can send the final reminder to the particular person, and it sent to the register post through the register post and give the 14 days duration that within a 14 days they have to pay the amount. They are also warned of forfeiture of the share on failure in paying the due amount. Also, company secretary gives the warning that in this within a 14 days, if you are not received, if company has not received the such amount, at that time forfeiture of the share procedure should be followed. Resolution of share forfeiture. Share of those members who do not pay the amount of call within a 14 days are forfeited by passing a resolution in meeting of board of director. First of all, shares of those members who had not paid the call amount at that time within a 14 days forfeiture procedure, and its resolution should be passed in the meeting of the board of director. Sending notice of share forfeiture. The secretary sends notice of share forfeiture on the basis of the resolution passed in the meeting of board of director. Once the resolution is passed in the board of director, secretary sends the notice to every member, those who had not paid the share call amount. A copy of resolution of share forfeiture is also enclosed the notice, and the member are intimated to surrender the share certificate to the company. Forfeiture notice sent to the particular person, and also intimated that they have to send the share certificate to the company. Now the issuing the public notice. The secretary gives the public notice in the newspaper indicating serial number of the share forfeited, so no transaction is carried out on such share. Then secretary gives a public notice in newspaper that so much shares are forfeited by the company, so kindly not make any single transaction in that particular share serial number. Making entries in the register of member. After giving a public notice, the secretary makes entries in the register of member regarding the share forfeiture, and names of the members whose shares are forfeited are cancelled from the list. Now secretary removes that particular person's name from the register of member. Now the duties of the secretary regarding the share forfeiture, which may ask in 3 or 4 mark questions. Duties of the secretary regarding the share forfeiture are as under. What is the procedure should be followed? First one is the verifying the provision of the articles regarding the share forfeiture. First of all, the procedure should be followed and check the rules and regulations are there in or not. Preparing list of members who had not paid call on share. Then the list of the members who had not paid the share call is prepared. Sending reminder to the defaulter members as per the resolution passed in the meeting of board of directors. First reminder should be sent by the secretary. Sending final reminder to members who have not paid the calls in arrears even after sending the first reminder. Who had not responded the first reminder, then the secretary gives the final reminder to that particular person. Holding the meeting of the board of directors to pass the resolution of the share forfeiture on expiry of the time limit of the final reminder. On the final reminder's expiry, company secretary holding a meeting of the board of directors to forfeit that particular person's share. Give notice to member regarding the forfeiture of share. Notice should be sent. Giving notice in the newspaper regarding the forfeiture of share. Secretary gives a notice in the forfeiture of share. Making a note in the register of member cancelling the name of the member. That particular person who had not paid the share call, that particular person's name should be removed from the register of member. Getting the resolution regarding the issue of the share passed in the meeting of the board of directors and informing new shareholder regarding the allotment of the share and entering their name in the register of member. Now company will reissue that particular share which are forfeited and enter the name of the new member. Now the effects of the share forfeiture. Membership of the member comes to an end from the date of the resolution and the share forfeiture. See, the membership should be end. Shareholder loses the amount already paid on the share forfeiture. Whatever amount should be received by company is totally ceases. Shareholder also loses the right to receive dividend. Dividend cannot be received by member. As soon as the shares are forfeited, the company becomes owner of the amount paid by the shareholder on shares forfeited. See, whatever amount should be paid by the person is totally ceases. The amount forfeited is credited by the company to a forfeited share account. After reissue of share forfeited share account is closed. Whatever amount is forfeited is credited to share forfeiture account and after reissue of share, this account should be closed. The company becomes the owner of the share forfeited, and board of director can deal with the such share as they deem fit. See, the company becomes the owner of the forfeited share, and company can reissue it as per their deem fit. On forfeiture of share capital of the company is reduced and the company can reissue of the share forfeiture. When and required, company can reissue that particular share. Next one is the surrender of the share. Meaning, surrender of the share means the returning of the share certificate to the company. Share certificate is written by the person. The concept is applicable or to the physical share certificate shares only. See, this certificate and this procedure should be only applicable to the physical share certificate concept, not only other concept. Next one is the circumstances of the share surrender. Share certificate are returned to the company under the following circumstances. In which circumstances share certificate should be sent by the company and it is the necessary part, it is deemed fit and it is the necessary. First one is the when the share certificate are torn. See, certificate are torn at that time it can be surrendered. When the share certificate becomes the illegible, means without any kind of legality or in the lack of the readable concept. When there is no space left to record an entry of the share transfer. See, there is no space to enter a particular person's name. At that time, new certificate should be prepared and old one is the surrendered. When the shares are to be consolidated, when the company wants to consolidate that particular amount, at that time the company can call for the share surrender. When shares are to be subdivided, means whenever the person wants to subdivide the shares, at that time the share surrender procedure should be followed. So friends, this is the whole concept that are useful for your study and you have to learn it very carefully and it is very necessary part for your further studies also. So kindly watch this video very carefully because it is the most important topics of your standard 12th and its examination is concerned. So I request you all to kindly watch it very carefully and try to understand whatever explanation has made in this video lecture. If you not able to watch this video totally up till the end, at that time you will not be tuned from the next video. So I request you all to kindly watch this video very carefully because it is the important part and you have to be careful while these videos are going on. At that time it is your responsibility to watch it up till the end, because if you are not able to watch it up till the end, at that time you cannot be tuned and you will not be able to understand the next lectures videos, because it is not a good sign as far as your study is concerned. So I request you all to watch this video very carefully. And in today's video lecture we have learned about the share forfeiture, and the forfeiture concept is very important as far as the share call and the forfeiture is concerned. It is the important topic for your examination, and the see you have to mark up the questions which may ask in a how much mark. First one is the share surrender. It will be asked in a 2 or 3 mark questions. Effects of share forfeiture may ask in a 3 mark. Duties of the share secretary regarding the share forfeiture, which may ask in a 3 to 4 mark questions. Now the procedure of the share forfeiture can be asked in a 3 or 4 mark question. Next one is the duties of secretary regarding share call. 3 mark questions. Now, the procedure of the share call may ask in a 3 or 4 mark questions. So I request you all to kindly watch it very carefully. Thank you. Thank you very much.